In this lecture, we are going to learn how to select specific columns in R. Now what we are going to do is, from the data frame that we created in our last lecture, which is low_inc, we are going to select certain variables. So let's say we are only interested in 3 variables, which are pp_gender, pp_inc_imp, and pp_hh size. So this is the gender variable, this is the household size variable, and this is the income variable. So maybe we have a research question that requires only these 3 variables, and so we want to narrow down our low_inc, this new data frame, to 3 variables rather than having all these 217 variables in the original data set. So we type the name of the data frame. We are going to name it low_inc because again our plan is to exclude the 214 variables that we are not interested in for our research and only narrow down to the 3 variables that we are interested in. So again we typed the assignment operator, then we use the name of the old data set. So in this case the old data set would be just this one, because this is basically the source. Now we want to select 3 columns from this new data set. So we type its name and then we use the pipe operator, then we use the select function. So this is the function that can select 3 columns that we are interested in. One more time, we want to select this pp_gender, pp_household size, and pp_inc_imp. So just type those names. So pp_gender, pp_household size, hh size, and pp_inc_imp. And then you select this, then you click run. There you go. So now we have 2306 observations, that is 2306 rows and only 3 columns. So if we look at this data frame, as you can see, originally we had 217 variables, now we have only 3 variables. So this is how you select certain columns in R. Now what if you were not interested in losing the previous low_inc data frame which had 217 variables, right? So maybe you want to keep that in your global environment as well. First notice that we already lost the 214 variables in this low_inc, so we have to get the original 217 variables back, and for that we'll have to rerun this code. So if we rerun this, then we get back the 217 variables. Now we can give it a different name, so let's call this low_inc2 and then select this line and then click run. This will create a new data frame called low_inc2, which will have the 3 variables that you are interested in. So the advantage of this approach is that you have this low_inc and you also have this low_inc2. So the 2 data frames have different numbers of columns. But a downside of this approach is that you are creating too many data frames in your global environment, which can be confusing.